good time zones, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Phoenix Raceway right here in Phoenix, Arizona, as we get ready for round number 2 of our chase here for the Racer Elite Tuesday Truck Series, which is also round number 11 on the series. And let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this whole entire season has been absolutely insane. And with that being said, everything is on the line here at Phoenix as we get closer and closer to our series championship. These drivers are going to go around this 1 mile speedway. Oh, we're looking at about 105 laps. The air temperature is 72 degrees, track temperature is 74, so it's not too hot, it's not too cold, so it's going to be nice and grippy out there for these drivers with winds at southwest at 3 miles an hour. These drivers, they will have 4 sets of tires, they will have 1 fast repair, and I am Mike Taylor up here in the booth, and joining me hopefully here shortly will be the one, the only Matt Metler, as we get ready to take on this beautiful circuit. Right now, these drivers are in the process of finishing up qualifying, and while we are doing that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure why that happened, but let me go ahead and try to figure out why that happened. Okay, so that's something we'll have to definitely keep our eye on. But here at Phoenix, ladies and gentlemen, Blair Holloman, he sits on top of your point standings with 2,070 points, and only 12 points back, it is going to be Alex Teft. 14 back from Holloman is your 2-time defending Truck Series champion, Sean Dunaway. He's looking to go 3 in a row here with Andrew Teft, 1 point behind Sean Dunaway. 2 back from Andrew is going to be Alex Gates. 3 back to Brandon Sanfilippo. And as you guys can see right there, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much, probably about 10th, or I'm sorry, 11th on back is pretty much been eliminated at this time. I'm not sure why it's doing what it's doing, but I'm just going to let it roll with the flow. And we're going to come back live. Pretty much, like I was saying, everybody 11 on back could possibly be out of it. But you never know what can happen here in Racer Elite, so don't get surprised if, well, they tend to prove me wrong. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and head trackside as we are getting ready to begin our pace laps around this track. So let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup for today's race. Starting on the pole, it will be that number 27 Menards Dodge Ram of Blair Holloman. To his outside, the 98 of Andrew Teft. Inside row number 2, you got that 01 of Sean Dunaway. He'll be joined by the 55 of Truth Hope. Row number 3, Brandon Sanfilippo in that number 12 machine. He'll be joined by the 88 of Troy Thomas. Inside row number 4, that Racer Elite number 10, Kirby Wainscott. He'll be joined by the Nelsons number 96 of Barry Nelson. The number 8 of Curtis Ecker will be on the inside of row number 5. Joining him will be the 77 of Alex Gates. Inside row number 6, you've got the 99 of Philip Archibald. To his outside be the 43 of Alex Teft. Inside row number 7, Aaron Roth. He'll be joined by the number 4 of Dennis Kane. Inside row number 8, you got the number 26 of Joshua Norton Jr. He'll be joined by AmericanTees.com, Jonathan Stidham. The number 23 of Frank Chavez. He'll be on the inside of row number 9. To his outside, the number 86 of Kyle Hess. Row number 10, Chris Gotzel in the 707 machine. He'll be joined by the 61 of Rowan Lloyd. row number 11. On the inside, it's going to be Rob Yost Jr. in the number 83 machine. He'll be joined by the 50 of Terry Fennell. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be your starting lineup for today's race. And let me tell you what, we are super stoked to get this 105 lap race here done and over with, so that we can move on to the final 2 races of the season. And let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, the final 2 races, we are going to go to Auto Club at that 2-mile racetrack, and then we're going to head to Joliet, Illinois, and finish out our season on the 18th over at Chicagoland. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, first we are going to have to get through the start of this race as these drivers make their way down the front straightaway, down into turn, or go through turns 3 and 4. And the green flag is getting ready to wave here. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are green flag racing here at Phoenix for round number 2 of the chase here in the Fixed Truck Series Tuesday night here on Racer Elite Network. Right now, Blair Holloman in that Monster Energy number 27 machine. He is out front with that 98 of Andrew Teff's right there to his rear bumper. And then when you fall back, you've got that 01 Hello Kitty of Sean Dunaway. He is right there on the inside of Truth Hope, currently battling it out for that 3rd position. Yes, these drivers are allowed to use that dog leg all the way down there, up against that inside wall. That is, well, it's just not off limits. Those drivers are more than welcome to go down there and run if they wish. And let me tell you what, they will use up every inch of that section of the speedway if they can, as these drivers make their way back down the front straightaway. Right now, Truth Hoke at 55, he was able to get back around Sean Dunaway, despite Sean Dunaway getting the fastest lap there that last time by. And right now, they will go ahead and single file themselves out as that Kirby Wainscott makes his way around Brandon Sanfilippo to move up into that 5th position. Blair Holloman in that number 27 machine sets the fastest lap here on lap number 3 as they continue to muscle their way around this speedway. And Sean Dunaway, he's not taking any prisoners this week. He is absolutely looking to bring home the race win here in Phoenix, as he is now looking on the inside of that Bud Light machine of Truth Hope and heading down towards turn number 1. He will not get him clear as they make their way now through turns 1 and 2 to head towards the back straightaway. And Truth Hope, he'll use that outside momentum to get back in front of Dunaway, and here he comes. He's attacking Andrew Teft on the inside now in that number 55 machine. He's looking to take over 2nd. And here comes Sean Dunaway. He's still on the attack as well. Oh, we have one car back there. That's Brandon Sanfilippo, who pounded the outside wall there, coming out of turn number 2. And that seemed like that was actually a pretty hard hit for Brandon Sanfilippo. So he's going to have to really take care of that race truck now if he's going to want to perform better than where he is now, currently sitting in that 8th spot. Now it's 9th. Dropped 4 spots since we've gone green flag racing in. Oh, we got trouble behind him. The 57 hard into the wall. The 96, he's around as well. And the number 4, Dennis Kane, is involved as the 22 of Jonathan Stidham was able to squeeze by the 57, Aaron Roth. He was involved in this one. Dennis Kane as well. Let's go back here, take a look and see what happened. Looks like he was, Aaron Roth was on, he got into the, almost got into the wall and just came down just a little bit. As you see, Nelson and Dennis Kane have absolutely nowhere to go. Very, very unfortunate here for these drivers who were involved in this one. And, you know, let's go on board here with that number 22 machine. Let me make sure I catch him right here. And we're just going to ride on board here with Jonathan Stidham. As he goes, oh man, that was close. Good heads up driving there. Looks like the back half of the field, 11th through 22nd, they all came down pit road. It does look like a lot of them did end up taking 4 tires, except Truth Hoke and Jonathan Stidham. It looks like they came down to top off on fuel as they hit pit road once again. This isn't a bad strategy for these couple drivers, you know, just topping off on fuel to get themselves to the end here. Lights are out on the iRacing.com pace car. Barry Nelson in the 96. It looks like he will get the EOL here. Pace truck is off. Blair Holloman and Andrew Teft will make their way back down this very long back straightaway to head into the restart zone, which is over off of turn number 4. Pace truck out of turn 2 here at Phoenix due to the configuration, so they have to make their way all the way down here to turn 1, and in the restart zone we are green flag racing once again here at Phoenix. As you see, Andrew Teft, he's quickly going to try to use up that apron, but not able to make anything happen there as they're looking to go possibly 3 wide behind them as they make their way out of turn number 2. Here comes Curtis Secker in that number 8 machine. He's looking to take over the 3rd spot from Sean Dunaway as they make their way now through 3 and 4. Just look at those drivers just absolutely fan out down using that dog leg, using up all that concrete to make their way through the speedway to try to make it as short as possible. Alrighty guys, caution is out. Once again, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. Alrighty, and it does look like Philip Archibald in that number 99 machine, he was involved. Let's go back here, take a look, see what happened as we ride on board here with Philip. As you see, he's got that 26 to his inside. Oh, okay, he got turned hard into the outside wall. Let's go ahead and take another look here. The 83 machine looked like he just got into the back of him. So then who was that went spinning after? Oh, that looks like, okay, so that might have been the 22 of Jonathan Stidham. No. Oh, was it Kyle Hess? No. Well, I don't know who it was then. Oh, it might have been the 88 of... Nope. Wasn't the 88. Well, who was it? Alright, who done it? I don't know. Alrighty, guys, it looks like we're going to go ahead and double up here once more. Alright, pace truck is off. Alright, and just jumping here to YouTube chat real quick. Get it big, let's go, baby! Number 43, Sophie, let's go, my man, 27. I'm doing pretty good, Sophie, how are you? And into the restart zone, green flag is out in the air once again. Blair Holloman once more getting out to a very strong lead. But this time, Sean Dunaway, he's going to stay right up there on the inside of Andrew Teff, not allowing Andrew Teff to get down to the inside as they make their way now through turns 1 and 2 to head down this back straightaway. I really need to get my camera figured out. But Andrew Teff, he's going to go ahead and muscle his way back to the second position here as they make their way down the back straightaway. And here comes Alex Gates in that number 77, up 6 spots. Oh, and we got another caution. Oh, it's the 83, once again, of Rob Yost and Terry Fennell involved in this one. Let's go back here and take a look, see what happened. Terry kind of just funneled himself up in front of the 83. Yeah, not much to do with that one. Wrong button. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to check my cameras out here real quick, friends. Give me just one moment. I'm going to make iRacing disappear. We're going to jump over there at iRacing. Let me do what I got to do. Ta-da. And we're back. You're going great. Oh, that is awesome to hear, Sophie. Guinea pig, I know you're still here. How you doing? How you doing? Alrighty, I think we're going to get ready to go back green flag racing. Bring up my cameras. All right, so it looks like this time under this caution, Blair Holloman in that number 27 Monster Energy machine, yeah, looks like he pitted, so he's going to be restarting back here in this 16th position. So he's got to be very careful. But I mean, he's back here also with Sean Dunaway, Alex Gates. So as long as he keeps his nose clean, he'll be all right. Alrighty, down this back straightaway. Andrew Teft, Curtis Ecker in that Family Traditions RV rental number 8. He'll be to the outside into the restart zone. Green flag is in the air once more here at Phoenix. Andrew Teft, he gets out to a really quick lead. And here comes Alex Teft in that number 43 machine out of nowhere. He's going to take over that second position. And now it is the Tefts once again out front here at Phoenix. This is absolutely no surprise whatsoever as they make their way down the back straightaway back here into turn number 3 and 4. But here comes Joshua Norton Jr. in that number 26 truck. He's trying to make a run here on the inside of Curtis Ecker. Not able to get there, but he's going to go ahead and continue to fight for that inside. As you see, Andrew Teft diamonding the corner on entry onto exit, coming down this very long back straightaway to get the most speed that he can out of that pickup. And now he's going to extend his lead out by about 5 truck lengths. Rowan Lloyd in that 61 machine, he's now all over the back bumper of Kirby Wainscott, as he's now going to go ahead and dive down. Oh, Wainscott into the wall. That's definitely going to allow Rowan Lloyd to get to the inside, but he holds that momentum of Wainscott. Wainscott, he's going to continue to stay out front of Rowan Lloyd. Truth Hoke of that 55 machine, he's now going to try to make work out of Rowan Lloyd here as they make their way back onto the front straightaway. As you see, some drivers elect to use that dog leg, some drivers do not. And that just unfortunately is one of those deals that, you know, use that dog leg. It can hurt you. It might hurt you. Because, I mean, if you were me, yeah, it would hurt me every single time. Out of turn number 2, we got the few trucks back there kind of beating and banging on that outside wall. They've really got to be careful of that. As we take a look here at Rowan Lloyd, he's going to muscle his way around the outside of that number 10 of Kirby Wainscott. Doubling it out right now on exit of turn number 2. Rowan Lloyd trying to hold off that number 10 machine as he will clear him heading into turn number 3. Sorry about that. Just got a message. Alrighty, let's jump back up here to Alex Teft, who is heavy under the attack from Joshua Norton on the inside as they make their way down into turn numbers 1 and 2. Now, ignore that pop-up all the time of that pit. Actually, you know what? Let me turn that off. I'll turn off the pit lane notification because that's distracting me as well. Pit lane, pit lane. Alright, turned it off. Because guess what? They're not coming down pit lane. That's just them going all the way down in the dog leg. And it will register the drivers going down pit lane. So that's exactly what you were seeing right there. Curtis Ecker, he was reeling in Andrew Teft there for a moment, but he started to lose his way a little bit here. As we have Truth Hope, he is now fighting on the inside of that 61 machine of Rowan Lloyd. Oh, hold on to it, Truth. Here comes that 27 of Blair Holloman. Remember, he restarted back in like that 16th position, and he has already made his way all the way up here into that 6th spot. So Blair Holloman, he's doing what he can now as they make their way down this back straightaway into turn numbers 1 and 2. Holloman, he's now going to work on the inside of Rowan Lloyd. He's going to make quick look. Oh my God, I didn't realize how close they were getting to that inside wall there. But firing back down here into turns 1 and 2. Well, let's ride on board here with Blair Holloman. Coming all the way down towards that inside wall, back out front. And now he's up here in that 4th position. Now going to start to battle Alex Teft for that 3rd position. Oh no, he's still fighting Josh Norton there on the outside. Norton with the crossover heading down here into turns 3 and 4 as we go 3 wide out of turn 4. Woo! That was close. And here comes Holloman once again, fighting back to the inside of Joshua Norton there. And here comes your defending Truck Series champion, Sean Dunaway, in that 0-1 machine. He's also moving up through the field along with Blair. Both of these drivers started back there in the back that last caution. But here they come now, 3 wide. Almost 3 wide. Whew. You got this getting close. Alrighty, Blair Holloman has now made his way to the outside of Alex Teft in that number 43 machine. And he will overtake for that 3rd spot. Oh, see how that truck just absolutely wobbled on that entry onto the apron there. That's what they've got to be careful. They don't want to hit that apron and it absolutely upset the car. Well, in this case, the truck. So that's something that they definitely have to be very careful of. As you see Sean Dunaway working the inside of that 26th machine of Joshua Norton as they dive back down into the dog leg. Still side by side of back here for that 5th spot. Sean Dunaway almost getting him cleared, but Norton, he just gets a really good run on the outside of these the exits of these corners, so he's able to hold on very strong. But there it is right there. Sean Dunaway, he will clear Norton this time for that 5th spot, and now he'll set his eyes on Alex Teft in that number 43 machine. Rowan Lloyd in that 61. He's trying to defend off. He's trying to get around the 55 with Truth Hope for that 7th position. Truth Hope, he's able to run pretty much wherever he wants and hold it nice and steady. And here comes that 96 machine, Barry Nelson. He's fought his way back up here into that 8th spot after getting caught up in that early incident early on. So Barry Nelson up here in 8th, getting that day turned around for him. Oh, Rowan Lloyd gets loose at turn 2, comes down, taps Barry Nelson. Nelson did the right thing and backed up. And he's going to let Alex Gates possibly go by, but he's going to have to recenter himself and re-attack here in just a few moments. So that was good heads-up driving there by Barry Nelson in that number 96 machine. We have 40 laps in the books as we are quickly approaching halfway in just about 12 laps or so, maybe 13 laps. All right, Alex Gates, he's now going to work on the inside of Rowan Lloyd here for that 8th position, and he's going to continue to just stay up here on track as that number 20 I'm sorry, yeah, the 96 of Barry Nelson is going to try to get around Rowan Lloyd. But Alex Gates, he now moves up back into that 8th position as he's making his way through the field. Alex Teft, he is still trying to hold off that 0-1 of Sean Dunaway. And we're going to jump back up here to our race leaders of Curtis Ecker and Andrew Teft, as they're getting ready to get some company here out of Blair Holloman in that number 27 machine. Curtis Ecker, he's been pretty much just riding right behind Andrew Teft this whole time. You know, just possibly learning from Andrew, as Andrew, he was one of your top 2 drivers here in Phoenix. So he's possibly learning a lot, you know, where to lift, where to coast, where to glide. And then you got Blair Holloman in that number 27 Dodge Ram. He says, you guys, move over. Here I come. Curtis Ecker was actually looking to try to get on the inside of Andrew there, going through turns 2 and 3, but not able to hold the momentum, so he's going to fall back behind Andrew. But here comes that 27 machine, Blair Holloman now. He's got himself talking up here. Andrew Teft once again running the middle lanes through turns 1 and 2, and that allowed Curtis Ecker to move in a little bit closer. But here, this is where Andrew, I feel, is a little bit more stronger than Curtis Ecker. He's getting a better run out of turn number 4 and down into the dogleg. So he's doing a phenomenal job at this moment. My bad, guys. My bad. My bad. You didn't see that. No one saw that. Alrighty. So taking a look here, we are working lap number 48 of this race. Andrew Teft, Curtis Ecker, Joshua Norton, Rowan Lloyd, they have not come down pit road yet. Alex Teft, he came down back on lap 8. Truth Hope, Barry Nelson, lap 8 and 9. And then you had some that came down that last pit stop back on lap 18. The likes of Blair Holloman, Sean Dunaway, Alex Gates. So these drivers, I believe, they're going to have to come down pit road. Let's see if they gave me a little cheat sheet here for today. No, they did not. So if I had to take a wild guess, I think they're going to have to come down here probably within the next 5 to 7 laps, I believe. But here comes Blair Holloman. He is now going to try to work around the outside of Curtis Ecker. But he's not able to get down there just yet on him. And here they come through the dogleg. Right now, this dogleg is going to be very, very vital for all 3 of these drivers. Because that dogleg, you know, you can get a couple car lengths. And if you go down there and you block the advantage, it can slow up the car behind you. As you see, Blair Holloman now, he's looking to the inside of Curtis Ecker for that second position here to complete lap number 51. And now Blair, he's going to actually hold up that 8 truck on the outside. Almost causes issues for himself as he got a little bit loose there. And now the 8, he's looking to do a crossover. He's going to get down there. Curtis Ecker now on the inside of Blair Holloman. Oh, Blair, he just threw it down there into turns 3 and 4. Oh, yeah, Blair Holloman, he's not taking any prisoners right now because he knows he's right there in that hunt for the championship. And he knows if he wins today, it's going to make it much harder for the drivers behind him to catch him in points. So he's definitely throwing that truck hard down into turns 3 and 4. As we come to begin lap number 54 of today's event, we've got that number 50 machine of Terry Fennell going another lap down. And Blair Holloman, he's going to drive around the outside as Andrew Teft, he's going to make his way down into pit lane. So we are looking at just about 54 laps of fuel, give or take some because of those few cautions that we had at the beginning of this race. So we're anticipating around lap 72 to lap 73, as I think that's when we can plan to have Blair Holloman come on down pit road. As Joshua Norton, he hits pit road in his number 26 machine. Curtis Ecker, he's still out here holding strong. Alex Teft right there with him as well in that number 43 machine. And right behind him is your 2-time defending Truck Series champion of Sean Dunaway. Sophie, if you are still in chat, what do you think of the new overlay design that I have out here for you guys? Like, give me your honest opinion. All right. Yeah, Alex Teft, he is now on the hunt there for that number 8 machine of Curtis Ecker. As you all saw, he pretty much dove deep there. As Blair Holloman, Blair Holloman in that number 27 machine, he's coming down pit road extremely early. Well, I guess this is one of those YOLO moments because, well, he last pitted back on that lap number 18. And I'm showing that he took 4 tires. So this is actually very surprising to see Blair coming down this early, knowing that they can run at least 50 laps on a set of tires. So, yeah, this is a very surprise here. Alex Gates as well in the 77. He pitted back on lap 18 as well. He's down here on pit road. So now that goes out here to Curtis Ecker in that number 8 machine, who's getting attacked by the 43 of Alex Teft as they dive down here into turns 3 and 4. And yeah, they've also got company out of Sean Dunaway in that 01 machine. Let's go ahead and jump back out here just a little bit. Give a little bit of love to a couple of these other drivers. Brandon Sanfilippo in that number 12 machine. He's starting to struggle a little bit here. Yep. And here comes Dennis K. Hold on, Dennis. Get that thing woe down. Curtis Ecker in that number 8 machine finally down on pit road, giving the race lead over to Alex Teft in that number 43 machine. I am watching these drivers see if they get any black flags or anything like that while they're down here on pit road. Philip Archibald in the 99. He makes his way down into the pits. Just a half-second separation here between Andrew Teft and Blair Holloman. As we come back up here to your race for the race lead at the moment, Alex Teft, he's going to have to come in here very, very soon. He should be getting ready to run out of fuel, as I believe I hear him. Oh, caution is out. Caution is out. Yeah, this is totally going to change the entire complexion of this race. And now my question is, who done it? We're going to have to go through the field here. So bear with me here, you guys, because I have not a clue who brought out this caution. That's Chris Gotzel. He's out. Let's hide that. Let's play it for a couple of moments to the point. All right, so that's right there. We're going to pause it right here. I have a couple ideas of who it could have been. But as of right now, they're all proving me wrong. Was it Curtis? It was. Really, that brought out the caution. Curtis Eckert losing it down here on the front straightaway, quickly gathering it up. That is what brought out the caution. Alrighty then. Alright, so we're going to have a lot of people get a wave around this time. Andrew Teft going to be your lucky dog. But Blair Holloman, the 77 of Gates, Yost, Joshua Norton, Curtis Ecker, Aaron Roth, Chris Gotzel, Dennis Kane, Rowan Lloyd, Frank Chavez, and Philip Archibald are all going to get waved around the pace car. And they're going to go ahead and make their way. That was almost like half the field. That is crazy. But it is now Alex Teft, Sean Dunaway out front, followed by Truth Hope, Barry Nelson, Jonathan Stidham, Brandon Sanfilippo, Troy Thomas, Kirby Wainscott, Blair Holloman, and Alex Gates rounding out your top 10. Into the restart zone we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green. Oh, no, I lied. They're going to go around one more time. They're going to go and let everybody here get caught up real quick. Slow it down, Sean. All right, pace truck's going to pull off. All right, here we go. Yep, lights are still off around this speedway. That means we're going to get ready to go green flag racing. And yes, everybody's going to be pretty much single file on the inside, because that's everybody that did get a wave around that last time out into the restart zone. We are green flag racing once again here at Phoenix. Alex Teft quickly getting out to an early lead, but here comes Truth Hoke in that 55 machine. He's looking to overtake for that second spot. He slides up, contact for the second position out of turn number 2. Side by side, Truth Hoke, hold on to it. Truth Hoke getting sideways, going to lose that spot to Sean Dunaway. And here comes that 22, Jonathan Stidham in that Mercantines.com Chevrolet. He is trying to take over that third spot, but not able to get there and get the job done. As Truth Hoke, he will overtake. Truth Hoke, he's going to dive high up in turns 1 and 2, and that's going to open up the door for Jonathan Stidham. As Truth Hoke, he gets sideways once again down the exit. Truth Hoke may be getting loose on exit, but he's still holding strong on that outside. Stidham, he's going to take over that third spot. That's going to drop Truth back to the 4th position. And here comes Brandon Sanfilippo in that number 12 machine. He's starting to move up through the field. Barry Nelson back in that number 96 machine. Currently sitting in that 6th spot. He's doing a phenomenal job here today at Phoenix, despite him getting having a lot of issues here early on in the run. But Barry Nelson having a great day so far, and Jonathan Stidham in that number 22 machine, he just laid down your fastest lap of the day. Jumping back here to the Nitro Cowboy, Troy Thomas and Alex Gates. They're out here getting it out for that 7th position. And it looks like Alex Gates, he's going to get the position away from Troy Thomas. And look right behind him. Here comes Blair Holloman in that number 27 machine. He's already driven through the field once. He's going to do it again here at Phoenix. And it's just going to be a matter of time before he's up here. As we got trouble on the back straightaway. Philip Archibald got mega loose out of turn number 4. Let's come back here, take a look, and see what happens to that 99 machine on exit. He throttled it up here out of turn number 2. Oh, that was weird. It kind of looked like his truck just all of a sudden jumped sideways on him. Currently out front, Sean Dunaway trying to chase down Alex Teft in that number 43 machine. Jonathan Stidham in that number 22 having an incredible run here in Phoenix as we are quickly approaching 30 laps to go this time by. And Alex Teft currently your race leader. Oh, Alex Teft gets into the wall there on exit of turn number 4. That opens up the door for Sean Dunaway, but Stidham, he's having issues right now in that number 22 machine. Oh, Brandon Sanfilippo once again hitting that that outside wall. But it looked like Jonathan Stidham had trouble heading down into turn number 1 that last time by. So he fell all the way back here. He's still falling back a little bit. He's losing time. Let's drop back a little bit more here to catch up with Curtis Ecker in that number 8 machine. He is now working on the inside of that number 61 machine, Rowan Lloyd, trying to move up through the field after getting caught 1 lap down under that last pit cycle. And this pit cycle absolutely just jumbled up the entire field. Andrew Teft in the number 98 Road Ranger Ford F-150. He is now having trouble climbing back through the field after getting stuck back here in roughly that 15th position. This is not the kind of day Andrew Teft is needing. With just 27 laps to go, he's going to have to dig way down deep and start pulling off some really, really major lap times if he's going to get back to the front and possibly have a shot to win this race here today. Blair Holloman now up to that 9th position in that Monster Energy number 27 machine. Again, he was one of those trucks that came down under that last pit cycle under green flag, and then the caution came out. Well, as you see him get super sideways there. But right now, he's gotta dig way, way deep as well if he's going to want to try to catch your race leaders here in the last 25 laps. And he is currently sitting just about where are we at? Yeah, he's sitting about 4.4 seconds back from your race leader of Alex Teft, who, might I add, is absolutely in a big battle back here with Sean Dunaway in that 0-1 machine. Last lap, Sean Dunaway was able to get around him, but now Alex Teft, he worked his way back around Sean. So Sean, he's going to get his point for leading a lap. Sorry about that. And you got Truth Hoke back here in that number 55 machine. He's looking to absolutely change the game in that number 55 Chevrolet, as he is trying to use that dog leg to get an advantage on Sean Dunaway, but he's not able to make it work as of yet, as he will ride the middle there through turns 1 and 2, and that's going to almost open up the door for Jonathan Stidham to get back around Truth Hope for that 3rd spot. Jonathan Stidham trying to make work of that number 55 machine, but not able to do anything with it just yet as they make their way out of turn 2. Stidham looked like he got a little bit of a better run there out of turn 4. I'm sorry, out of turn 2. And yeah, he's just not able to capitalize here in turns 3 and 4 as they make their way down into the dogleg back to turn 1. Jonathan Stidham, he has not given up in that number 22 machine. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it's been a hot minute since we've talked to Jonathan Stidham in that number 22 AmericanSeeds.com machine, as he's definitely hungry for it. Oh, Truth Hope with the big slide. And I think Alex Teft had a big slide there too, heading down into the dog leg. Making their way out of turn number 2, still having a better run for that number 22 machine. But you'll see here, Truth Hope, he'll just reopen up that little bit of a lead he lost on Jonathan Stidham. But here comes Brandon Sanfilippo. He's looking to change the narrative here. Brandon Sanfilippo moves up into the 4th spot. He's going to see what he can do about getting around that 55 of Truth Hope. Big wobble out of a couple of these trucks on that transition from the track down to the apron. And that's something that these drivers really, really got to be mindful of. I've seen a couple drivers almost lose it already in that transition. You know, Alex Teft, I think I saw him once get loose. I saw Blair Holloman almost lose it down there as well. Much better and smoother there for all these drivers as of now. Coming back here to meet up with Blair Holloman, currently now back in that 10th spot. As Andrew Teft in the 98, he's began to march his way around these lap cars. Alex Gates losing a position here to Troy Thomas in that number 77 machine. Alex Gates, he's going to have to try to really dig down deep as well and try to make something happen. Truth Hoke, he's on the attack of Brandon Sanfilippo. As he gets stuck to the outside, he's going to get clear. And here comes the 22 of Jonathan Stidham sticking his nose on the inside as well. Brandon Sanfilippo up into the top three, and now it looks like Jonathan Stidham trying to do the same thing to move into that 4th spot, but Truth Hoke that much better out of turn number 2 that time by. That's going to actually slow up the momentum from Stidham, and that's going to open up the door for the 96 of Barry Nelson to start to make a run here on Jonathan Stidham. Oh, Truth Hoke, he slipped up in turns 1 and 2 this time. Definitely opened up the door for that 22 to get onto the inside. Still drag racing down this back straightaway. Truth Hoke still holding a lot of momentum now on the outside. And he was able to stay in front of Jonathan Stidham. But now here comes Barry Nelson in that 96 machine. He's on the inside of Jonathan Stidham. Slides up the track just a little bit. He's going to hold it. And just look at this run that the 22 is going to have on that outside lane. And that's going to keep him in front of the 96. Man, if you are wanting to complete the pass, you've got to do it before entry of turns 3 and 4. Now, let me tell you what, Barry Nelson, he is doing everything he can to get in front, and he will. He's going to slide up in front of the 22, Jonathan Stidham. He hits the brakes not to run into Nelson, and now Nelson's going to complete the pass to come up to 5th place here at Phoenix with just 11 laps to go. I'm sorry, yeah, 11 laps to go. 96 gets into the wall there, and that's going to reopen the door for Jonathan Stidham to make his run back to the outside, but not able to get there. But here comes Troy Thomas as Nelson goes high in turns 1 and 2. That's going to open up the door for the 88 to move to the inside as well. Side by side down the back straightaway. Yeah, the back straightaway. Nelson, what a move to hold that up, and here comes that 77 now of Alex Gates. This is awesome racing coming back here for this 6th spot. Slight contact. Barry Nelson not able to get around him as Jonathan Stidham is trying to hold off now the 77 of Alex Gates, who's going to get a strong run here out of turn number 4, and he's going to make use of that all the way down this back, or for this front straightaway, and he's going to use this momentum as Stidham slides up the track a little bit, and Gates, he's still going to try to hold strong on the outside. Alrighty, Alex Gates is going to make his way around the 22 there of Jonathan Stidham. And now let's go ahead and jump back up here to our 2nd place of Sean Dunaway in that Hello Kitty number 01 machine. He has not been able to reel in your race leader of Alex Teft. And if you ask me at this point, I believe Alex Teft, he is going to be one of the drivers to beat for the championship this season, as he is looking for win number 4 on this season, I believe. Let's take a quick look here. No, he's looking for win number 3 on the season, as they make their way around that number 50 of Terry Fennell once more. Alex Teft in that Racer Elite number 43 throwback scheme to Tony Stewart. Certainly out right here. Dan Hewitt. Boy, I tell you what, that old boy got, man, I tell you, you just know, doggone. Exactly. Exactly what Daniel just said. Gates gonna win this old boy. You what? What? Dan, man, whatever you're on, I'll want some. I'm just saying. 4 laps to go for Alex Teft in that number 43 machine. He's come up 11 spots to hopefully take home this race win here today. But still in his tracks, it is the 0-1 of Sean Dunaway. And not far back from Sean Dunaway, you got the number 12 of Brandon Sanfilippo, who has slowly but surely made his way back through the field after starting back in that 5th position. Blair Holloman in that 27 machine. He is now fallen back to the 11th spot, losing the spot to Curtis Ecker. And Andrew Teft, he's still back there in the 9th spot. This is absolutely going to change up the point standings here today. Out of turn number 2 to come down this back straightaway. Sean Dunaway holding or flying as hard as he can, slipping sideways out of turn 2. But right now, white flag is in the air for that number 43 Racer Elite Toyota as he makes his way down through the dogleg back here into turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Sean Dunaway has nothing for Alex Teft. Heading down into turn number 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, your Phoenix race winner is going to be the 43 of Alex Teft for his 3rd win of the season. Sean Dunaway in that 0-1. Hello, Kitty. Chevrolet is going to bring it home second. Brandon Sanfilippo going to bounce back after early issues to be in that 3rd spot. Starting 4th, finishing 4th, it's going to be Truth Hoke. Troy Thomas started 6th, up 1 spot to 5th. He will round out your top 5. Barry Nelson, what a strong performance out of him. Oh, big slam by that 99 machine. But Barry Nelson in that 96 machine, he'll come home 6th. Very strong finish for him. Alex Gates in that number 77, he'll come home 7th. Followed by Jonathan Stidham. Andrew Teft, after leading that so many laps in that F-150 machine, he will come home 9th. Sorry, trying to get a good look of him here. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be Curtis Ecker in that 08 machine. Definitely not the day a few of these drivers wanted, especially after having strong performances all race long. And the likes of Andrew Teft, Blair Holloman, both having strong days. Curtis Ecker in the 8 machine having a strong day. Joshua Norton in the 26. All these drivers were strong early on, and then that one caution in the middle of green flag pit stops absolutely destroyed everything for this season. Dan Hewlett says, you've been watching too much King of the... Hey, yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with too much King of the Hill. I'm just saying. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a look at your race results. All right, I know they're in here somewhere. Ouch. All right. Where are you? Okay, so apparently I'm going crazy again, guys. Found you. All righty. Yeah, so that's not going to work there either. So we're going to go ahead and hide all that. Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner driver of that number 43 machine, it's going to be Alex Teft. He led the most laps today with 43 laps led with the fastest lap and your hard charger of the day. All belongs to that number 43 racer elite driver of Alex Teft. Sean Dudaway in that 01 Hello Kitty machine. He'll come home second. Brandon Sanfilippo, he'll come home third. And fourth, it's going to be Truth Hoke. Fifth will go to Troy Thomas. 11th, Barry Nelson. Alex Gates, Jonathan Stidham, Andrew Teft, and Curtis Ecker will round out your top 10. 11th will go to Blair Holloman, Rowan Lloyd, Dennis Kane, Joshua Norton Jr., Kirby Wainscott, your top 15. Philip Archibald, Frank Chavez, Chris Gotzel, Aaron Roth, Rob Yost will round out your top 20. 21st will go to Terry Fennell, and the 22nd spot will go to Kyle Hess. Overall, man, what a crazy, crazy run today. And let's not let these drivers wait much longer. Let's go ahead and talk with our top 3 drivers. Starting with that number 12 of Brandon Sanfilippo. Brandon, it's Mike up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Hey, Mike, I do.
My man, what a very interesting day for you. You started back in that 5th spot. I saw that you get into the wall early on, and you fell back to just right around like 7th or 8th. And then, that caution came out, and you guys made the right calls getting in and out and coming home third, man. Tell me about your day today, and what did it take for you to come home third?
Yeah, it's one of those days where you just have some bad luck at the beginning or bad driving, I guess, on my part. I got tight there. Got on the gas too early coming out of that turn and got into the wall and got some pretty good damage. So luckily a caution came out shortly after that. I was able to sit and repair it, didn't use my fast repair, and then the second caution, just accordion effect, got turned. I don't think I had a lot of damage, but it scrubbed my tires really bad, and I knew I just took tires before, so I couldn't take a second set, 15 laps into the race. So
Right.
just had to tough it out, and then when you're in that point, in that position, you just ride it as long as you can and hope for a caution to put you back in it, and that's what happened. So once that happened, I was able to use a fast repair and repair my truck back to normal, and then sit up there. And I was hoping I'd have something left for Alex and Sean, but I just didn't.
Yeah, with today's finish, what's that going to do for your point outlook? As we head into Auto Club and then closing out the season at Chicagoland, what is this going to do for you heading into the final 2 races?
Yeah, I think it bumped me into the top 5 from I think 6 up to 4. So yeah, it gives me a little momentum going into the final 2. Those last 2 races or next week, at least Auto Club, that's a good crapshoot. So got to qualify good at that track, really stay up there in the front, and just time your pits right and everything. So yeah, looking forward to it, like the position I'm in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't complain too much about that. And Brandon, before I let you go today, buddy, is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, you, Mike, for doing the duties up here in the booth. Appreciate that. Andrew for putting on the league, everything behind the scenes. All my teammates out there. I know Alex was out there tonight. Just a lot of just a good group of guys all around, in and outside the team to race with. Makes it a lot of fun and enjoyable. And then of course everybody who tunes in every week. My parents, my fiance Lindsay, Aunt Frostine, cousin John, uh, cousin Joe, cousin Sean, the Carosa family, Shuflo family. Appreciate everybody who tunes in.
Absolutely. Well, Brandon, congratulations, buddy, on your third place finish here today. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week in Auto Club.
All right, appreciate it, Mike. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, that number 12 of Brandon Sanfilippo coming home third. Let's go ahead and bring up your runner up for today. Driver of that Hello Kitty 01 machine, Sean Dunaway. Hey, Sean, it's Mike up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep, I got you.
Sean, my man, what a day for you. Started third, strong all day, fell back after making an early pit stop. And then you made the right call, running it a little bit longer than everybody else, and that last caution dropped kind of into your favor. How was your race for you today in that 01 machine? And man, what could you have done different to get around Alex Steft?
Yeah, like you were saying, I didn't know if that that pit stop was the right call or not. We got that pretty long run, and I knew Alex was just about to pit at some time. Andrew went in, Blair went in, and I wanted to stay out just to kind of get that bonus point for at least leading the lap. And then also have that tire advantage. Wasn't necessarily thinking a caution was going to fly, but there it happened, and we were able to get 4 tires on it, and then have a showdown with me and Alex there at the end. I think what I could have done better, I don't know. Definitely, I think some clean air would have definitely helped. I was in his dirty air that whole time. Was kind of playing around with some different grooves just to see if I could do something about it, but nothing was really working out there at the end. But and then as you saw, San Filippo was also kind of catching up towards the end there. So I just kind of after a while just kind of held back a little. Made sure I got my P2 at least, and that's how we ended the day today here.
Heck yeah, and you're still currently sitting third in the point standings, just 7 back from your new points leader of Alex Steft. What does this do for you heading into Auto Club and Chicagoland to finish out the season?
It's definitely going to depend on next race, where Alex kind of lands. I'm not feeling super confident that I can catch up to him. He's been having a pretty good season overall, so he's been pretty consistent in the top 5s, the top 10s this whole round. And these next races aren't necessarily roulette races or anything. Nothing like a super speedway or anything. Still, anything can happen, but I think he's going to be running pretty up there, so I just gotta kind of keep up with him and hopefully get around him on one of these last 2 races.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds like a plan to me. And before I let you go today, Sean, is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to?
For sure. I'd like to thank my wife, my mom and stepdad for always watching. My cat Beef, RIP, and we'll continue forward.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be your runner up here today at Phoenix, that 01 machine of Sean Dunaway. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up your Phoenix race winner, your new points leader, 3rd win of this season, Alex Teft, in that number 43 machine. Alex, it's Mike up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, Alex, what a day for you. Once again, you 11 spots to take home the race win. You show up last minute. Qualifying, you may or may not do, and the first couple laps is usually your first couple laps of the race day. And let me tell you what, you came out and absolutely just dominated once again. Man, how fast were you in that number 43 today?
That's quick. I definitely felt like I didn't have the most speed per se, but I knew I was really good in the long run. Just focused on trying to stay on the bottom. There was definitely more speed up top, but I just felt like it was gonna cook the tires a bit more on the long runs, and I was hoping there wouldn't be many cautions, and that wasn't exactly the case. But I just caught that one caution at the right time, so definitely I wouldn't say I had the raw speed of what Andrew or Blair had, but the strategy just worked in my favor tonight, and had to run 30 or so perfect laps there at the end just to keep Sean behind me because he was running a similar line to me, and I know he's good at saving his stuff. So good, some good run by him.
Yeah, absolutely. And you just answered my next question about, Sean there in the 0-1 machine. Your race win of this today puts you at 3 of the season, puts you on top of the leaderboard by I believe it's like 2 or 3 points in front of Blair. Um, well, next up is going to be Auto Club and then Chicagoland. What are you going to have to do to bring home the championship this season?
Gotta keep winning. I said it at the end of last season after I came in second by only a couple points or so, or something like that. I said, for this upcoming season, I just needed to win more, and I've done that so far. But Auto Club, it's usually hit or miss for me. I'm either top 3 or 11th or 12th. And then Chicagoland, I'm usually top 5 there every single time I run there. So just gotta keep it consistent and keep it out of trouble.
Absolutely, and that sounds absolutely like a good plan to me. And Alex, my man, before I let you go today, is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, thank you and the Race Elite Network booth for putting on the broadcast here. Thank you yourself, Race Elite. Another good run by the Chick Coop Racing guys, and thank my friends and the viewers that watch all the time, my parents and my wife.
Beautiful. Well, Alex, again, congratulations, buddy, on your race win here at Phoenix, and we'll see you next week at Auto Club.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Phoenix race winner, driver of that Racers Elite number 43 Toyota is going to be Alex Teft. All right. That's going to do it here for us today. But before we run off and end out the show, let's go ahead and take a look here at your updated point standings. As I go to turn off. All right, where you at? There you are. All right, so, oh, come on now. Why are you not updated? Hang on. Let me go hit my refresh button. There it goes. Now we updated. Ignore the lucky dog and all the notifications right there at the bottom. But Alex Teft, he is your new points leader. Blair Holloman only 2 points back, and then 7 points back from Alex. It's going to be Sean Dunaway. Brandon Sanfilippo and Andrew Teft are going to be tied for that 4th position, 15 points back. And then 1 point back to him, it's going to be Alex Gates. As I said, a lot can change here today, and sure enough, a lot has changed. Troy Thomas, he moved up 4 spots here today, and he can continue to move forward through this championship. But I would like to thank everybody so much for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed today's race just as much as I did. A big, huge congratulations to Alex Teft on his 3rd win of the season here at Phoenix. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to always remember, no matter what you do in life, have fun doing it. And if it's not fun, ladies and gentlemen, well, you need to go and you need to make it fun. Until next time, thank you guys all so much for tuning in to the Racer Elite Network. And you all have yourself a beautiful time zone. Take care.